joining us on this Tuesday, April 1st, 2014. I'm Morgan Render. According to a recent study, New York City has a significant number of segregated schools, calling some apartheid schools. The comprehensive study was conducted by the UCLA Civil Rights Group. The group's study showed the segregation patterns across the state public school system from 1989 to 2010. Africa's last polar bear, Wang, has been alone since GB, his polar bear partner of nearly 30 years, suddenly died. On the day she died, Wang was doing unusual things, said Agnes Maloki. Maloki continued to say instead of gobbling up food used to lure him into his night room, Wang walked around his companion's body, stared, and kept watch the whole night. A massive sinkhole opened in Detroit this past Friday afternoon. It measured 16 feet deep and 30 feet wide. According to the Detroit News, a car was nearly swallowed by the hole as it drove by, but luckily managed to miss the cavite. A local news station reports that the cause may have been by a sewer riser collapsing and eroding the soil. Thankfully, no one was hurt. Up next is your daily weather report. Stay tuned. Newsbreak will return.
Today's high will be 77 with the low of 50 and a 0% chance of rain. Now for your 5-day forecast. Newsbreak will return right after this.
As the city of Atlanta makes way for the new football stadium, Mount Vernon Baptist Church and a neighboring church will be demolished. And that is not sitting well with some residents. Newsbreak Jonah Baker has more.
Mount Vernon Baptist Church has been a fixture of the downtown Atlanta community for just shy of 100 years. As the city welcomes a new arena to the area, the people of this community say goodbye to this church, and some of the folks who I spoke with say they're not happy about it. If you drive down Northside Drive, you can't help but to notice the detour and roadwork signs that litters the road. As the city of Atlanta makes way for the new Falcon Stadium, Mount Vernon Baptist Church sits in the way. Some residents of the area feels that the leaders are not putting their community first when it comes to the development of the city and are trying to force them out.
Now, Mount Vernon leaving, I'm devastated with the church gone. And I can only imagine how the members, especially the older members, those who were, and those young persons who were brought up in that church, what that facility actually meant to them. Many of them, that's the only church that they knew. We don't care anything about your history. We don't care anything about your culture. It's in the way of our development, and it has to go.
Mount Vernon, just as other churches in the area, has assisted the homeless population around Metro Atlanta. Now that the church is being demolished, some are worried that they're going to be overlooked.
And these churches are significant to the communities that they serve. And we're talking about homelessness. This is the real issue. It shouldn't happen, but it does. And we're building a bigger and better Coliseum for what?
As the sign reads outside of the church, the best is yet to come, many are questioning for whom. Last year, the congregation approved to sell the church to the city. The neighboring church, Friendship Baptist, was also bought by the city. Jonah Baker, Newsbreak 23.
When Newsbreak returns, we'll have your latest in sports. Welcome back, and now for your sports news. Tampa Bay Buccaneers running back Doug Martin tweeted Monday that he has been cleared to return back to work following a shoulder injury that halted his 2013 season. He sustained the injury during Tampa Bay's Week 7, then they lost to the Atlanta Falcons. Martin was one of the NFL's top rookies in 2012, rushing 1,400 yards and 11 touchdowns. Houston Rockets guard Patrick Beverley will not have to have surgery on his damaged right knee after all. Sources close to Beverley said knee specialist Dr. James Andrews informed the NBA player on Monday. Shortly after Beverley tweeted, "Needle knock on wood. It is expected, however, that he will be out for a few weeks." Kobe Bryant made an insulting comment when asked about Miami Heat photo in their hoodie tribute to Trayvon Martin. Bryant said he won't react to something because I am African American. The public was shocked with outrage. Bryant has yet to make a comment to the backlash he is receiving for his remarks. We'll be right back with your latest in entertainment news. Welcome back, and now for your latest in pop culture. Here's your entertainment news. Reality TV star Benzino was shot while attending his mother's funeral. Report says the star's nephew, Guy Scott, shot him while on a Massachusetts highway Saturday. Benzino, whose real name is Raymond Scott, is a cast member of the VH1 reality show Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, which is known for its over-the-top drama and fights. Hip Hop Weekly said the star was shot in the arm and a bullet grazed his back. He was listed in good condition, a spokeswoman for South Shore Hospital in South Weymouth said Sunday morning. Grammy Award-winning producer and singer Pharrell Williams will be teaming up with Adidas to create his own sneaker. The entertainment said that Adidas has been a staple in my life, also stated that the Adidas brand was a memorable part of his upbringing. Pharrell will also incorporate bionic yarn in this project, which converts ocean debris into reusable fabric for the shoelaces. Nick Cannon has received mixed reviews for his stunt as a white-faced character named Connor Smallnut. He posted a picture of himself on Twitter as a white skater to promote his new album. While he views it as a funny joke, praising Robert Downey Jr.'s portrayal of the blackface role in the movie Tropic Thunder, Cannon's followers do not all agree with his logic. Cannon responded, "People get uptight about race, so why not?" Cannon's album, White People Party Music, was released today. We want to thank you for tuning into CAU TV's Newsbreak 23. Remember to join us weekdays at 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. on Comcast Channel 23. I'm Morgan Render. Have a wonderful day.
Newsbreak was produced by students of the Atlanta University Center in conjunction with CAU TV.